Hello everyone, thank you so much for being here and creating with me for today's Assemble This video. It is all about playing with vellum today and ink blending for a beautiful thank you card. We have lots to do, so let's get started on that background. I have a piece of hammermill cardstock and I grabbed a rectangle die just to give me an idea of how to mask off this background. I'm just marking off the corners on the inside of that die, and then I'm using post-it note tape. You could use washi tape or any other type of medium to kind of mask off your card front. Just going to tear this and use those pencil lines as my guide and make sure that my tape is nice and secure and flat to my cardstock. That way the ink won't bleed underneath. Perfect, and I'm going to start out with Distress Oxide inks. This is spun sugar, and what's nice about the oxides is they do blend really easily, so I'm just building up that color, slowly going over and over each layer in a circular motion, and it'll smooth out that blend. The Hammermill cardstock is really nice and smooth, so this ink just glides over that paper. Next, I have prize ribbon, and I'm applying this kind of in a diagonal. I just thought it'd be a little bit more interesting to have it at an angle rather than going straight from the top to the bottom. And then I'm just going to go back and forth between these two colors and kind of blend that transition a little bit. Just a quick little blend. I added some water to my hands, and then I'm just going to clap that over the cardstock, and that'll create some water droplets. Next, I'm going to ink up the Small Details background stamp with some VersaFine Clair ink and then just stamp that over the top. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is going to be hidden behind the vellum, but it does add a lot of interest to the background that you can see, and it kind of makes the person really look close to see what's going on in this card. And here's just a quick look at that background. I just really love how this turned out. Next, I stamped the Wonderful Like Us stamp set from Unity Stamp Company on vellum. I used some Gina K amalgam ink and then let that dry really well. I wanted to make sure that there was no shine to that ink so it doesn't smear. Next, I grabbed some washi tape that kind of matched the colors of my ink blending, and I'm just going to secure that vellum with the washi tape. That way I don't have to add any type of glue or try to hide any glue. Just going to wrap those tails around the back of my panel and they will be hidden, and then my vellum stamped image is going to be nice and secure to the card front. I layered up another pretty pattern of washi tape just for a bit of an accent. Next, I have the Heart of Autumn stamp set, and I'm going to stamp that onto a digital die cut. You could just fussy cut this out or stamp it on a banner if you don't have a way to cut a digital cut. And then I decided to emboss it with gold embossing powder. Luckily, the VersaFine Clair kind of stays wet long enough and it picked up some of that embossing powder, and it kind of has a gradient look to it, so it's kind of neat how the black kind of shows up through the gold embossing. Just going to add a bow to the top of the card and then a few gold Nuvo drops just to kind of tie in that embossing into the background of the card. If you decide to add Nuvo drops to your card, I would wait till the very end of your card. I made a decision to add a few white pen accents, and I had to be really careful not to smear these. But I was looking at those vellum flowers and I really thought the white pen accents would help them really pop against the background. So I'm doing that. I'm adding a layer after layer, kind of building up that white so they really pop against the ink blended background. And it turned out really pretty. I like this effect a lot. So it's a great way to really accent your vellum image with some white highlights. And here's a look at the final card. I just really love how that ink blending kind of shines through the vellum stamped image. I'll have all the supplies linked in the description of this video and on my Dahlhouse Designs blog. Thank you so much for creating with me today. Make sure you like and subscribe to catch all my video tutorials as it really helps my little channel grow. Thank you for creating with me, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.